Modern Tokyo is a marvel of neon and glass, but its foundations were poured into the ashes of a nightmare. In 1923, a single afternoon of fire and shifting earth didn't just destroy a city, it murdered the old world. It was lunchtime. Thousands of wooden kitchens were burning charcoal. Then the ground itself broke open. In under 5 minutes, a 7.9 magnitude tremor turned a feudal capital into kindling. What came next wasn't an earthquake, it was a firestorm with a mind of its own. To understand how Tokyo became the fortress it is today, we have to go back to the exact moment it stopped being medieval. September 1st, 1923, midday. Millions of households were cooking over open flame when the Great Kanto Earthquake struck. The shaking lasted only minutes, the fires lasted for days. Tokyo and Yokohama were cities of wood and paper, packed shoulder to shoulder in narrow lanes built for a slower, smaller age. When the flames found the wind, they didn't spread, they merged. Survivors described a phenomenon later named the fire tornado, a spinning column of flame hundreds of feet tall, hot enough to vaporize crowds sheltering in open ground. In one single field near the Sumida River, tens of thousands of people died in minutes, trapped by fire on every side. This wasn't just bad luck, it was the total mechanical failure of feudal-era urban planning. Centuries of unregulated wooden construction, crammed alleyways, and zero fire breaks had built a trap disguised as a capital city. The earthquake was the spark. The city itself was the fuse. By the time the fires burned out, over 100,000 people were dead. Over half of Tokyo was gone, and in the ashes, a small group of planners and engineers saw something no one else did, an opportunity too brutal to waste. Home Minister Goto Shimpei proposed something unthinkable. Don't just rebuild Tokyo, replace it. Wide boulevards to stop fire from jumping streets, parks built as fire breaks, reinforced concrete instead of timber, a city engineered to survive the next disaster, not just the last one. Politicians balked at the cost. Landowners fought the redesign for years. Much of Goto's original vision was scaled back or scrapped entirely, but the seed was planted, and it never stopped growing. Japanese engineers spent the next century obsessively refining seismic design, building code after building code, until earthquake-resistant construction became a national identity. That obsession is why Tokyo's skyscrapers today are built to sway, not shatter, engineered with counterweights and flexible joints that turn a killer quake into a bad afternoon. Every building code, every drill, every emergency broadcast system traces its lineage back to one afternoon in 1923, when a city of wood learned, the hardest way possible, what it would take to survive the next century. Modern Japan wasn't built through gradual progress. It was forged in fire, and it never forgot the lesson. If nobody taught you this, that's exactly why this channel exists. Subscribe to Pages of History,